Algonquin is either a distinct Algonquin language closely related to the Ojibwe language or a particularly divergent Ojibwe dialect. It is spoken, alongside French and to some extent English, by the Algonquin First Nations of Quebec and Ontario. As of 2006, there were 2,680 Algonquin speakers, less than 10% of whom were monolingual. Algonquin is the language for which the entire Algonquin language subgroup is named. The similarity among the names often causes considerable confusion. Like many Native American languages, it is strongly verb-based, with most meaning being incorporated into verbs instead of using separate words for prepositions, tense, etc. Classification. Algonquin is an Algonquin language, of the Algic family of languages, and is descended from Proto-Algonquin. It is considered a particularly divergent dialect of Ojibwe by many. It acts as a transitional language between the Ojibwe languages and the Abenaki languages. But, although the speakers call themselves Anishinaabeg, the Ojibwe call them Adishquagami. Among the Algonquins, however, the Nipissing are called Otiquagami and the language is Otiquagami-Moan. The rest of the Algonquin communities call themselves Omamiwininiwak, and the language Omamiwinini-Moan. Other than Algonquin, languages considered as particularly divergent dialects of the Anishinaabe language include Mississauga and Odawa. The Potawatomi language was considered a divergent dialect of the Anishinaabe language but now is considered a separate language. Culturally, the Algonquin and the Mississaugas were not part of the Ojibwe-Odawa-Potawatomi alliance known as the Council of Three Fires. The Algonquins maintained stronger cultural ties with the Abenaki, Atikamekw and Cree. Among sister Algonquin languages are Blackfoot, Cheyenne, Cree, Fox, Menominee, Potawatomi, and Shawnee. The Algic family contains the Algonquin languages and the so-called Ritwan languages, Wiyot and Yarok. Ojibwe and its similar languages are frequently referred to as its Central Algonquin language. However, Central Algonquin is an areal grouping rather than a genetic one. Among Algonquin languages, only the Eastern Algonquin languages constitute a true genetic subgroup. The Northern Algonquin dialect of Anishinaabe-Moan is spoken at Winnoway, QC in Timiskaming First Nation. QC is a similar dialect to the Oji-Cree dialect of northwestern Ontario, despite being geographically separated by 800 kilometers as the crow flies. Dialects. There are several dialects of Algonquin. Speakers at Maniwaki consider the language to be Algonquin, though linguistically it is a dialect of Eastern Ojibwe. Phonology. Consonants. The consonant phonemes and major allophones of Algonquin in one of several common orthographies are listed below. Some communities use TC, others use TCH or CH. Some communities used C, others used CH or SH. Some communities and older documents use dot. Aspiration and allophony. The Algonquin consonants P, T and K are unaspirated when they're pronounced between two vowels or after an M or N. Plain voiceless and voiceless aspirated stops in Algonquin, but thus allophones. Sikijig is pronounced, but Anokikijig is pronounced. Parawa can be pronounced as either or. Vowels diphthongs or I, U, A, I, W, ow. Nasal vowels. Algonquin does have nasal vowels, but they are allophonic variants. In Algonquin, vowels automatically become nasal before nd, ng, nj or nz. For example, Kiggins is pronounced not. Stress. Word stress in Algonquin is complex but regular. Words are divided into iambic feet, counting long vowels as a full foot. The primary stress is then normally on the strong syllable of the third foot from the end of the word, which, in words that are 5 syllables long, a lisp usually translates in practical terms to the first syllable of the second syllable. The strong syllables of the remaining iambic feet each carry secondary stress, as do any final weak syllables. For example, ni, by, si, by, me, ki, zi, na, no, mi, da, na.